maybe I could take it into consideration if we could negotiate that.
Alrighty, in 3, 2, 1. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome. It's the first time you see someone like Butters or a co-host right next to me on this very special episode. But before, I gotta hit the record button. In 3, 2, 1. My bad. I'm just excited.
None of it's live.
I'm nervous, but I'm excited. In 3, 2, 1. Good afternoon, everyone. What is going on? Episode 156 of the South Florida Gamers Podcast. I'm your host, Still Rex Senpai, and right next to me is my co-host, Butter Punch.
Yo, what's up, guys? Hello.
Hold on, I got it. All right. Okay. And across the table from us is two returning guests. Go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Hello, I'm Amanda with the Heart Container. You guys have seen me around doing Tekken tournaments for all of South Florida, a bunch of catering, food events, anime gaming raves. You see me doing it all. I've been traveling. I've been going to CEO. I've seen Butters there. We played some games with everybody. And I'm just keeping it real.
Hello everyone. I'm Belladonna LaFay. Y'all have seen me at the cosplay conventions. I also do Eyes and Curiosities. I do villain arts, traveling across the East Coast, adding a couple states every single year. We've been pretty busy. I think this last 2 weeks are my only 2 weeks off in the past 10 events. So, yeah, I'm your local taxidermist, resin artist, waxwork, pet preservationist, you fucking name it.
And last but not least, Jasmine.
Hey, I'm E-Tyrant. I'm a professional cosplayer, streamer, YouTuber. I just came back from DreamHack and MariahCon. I had a lot of fun.
How was DreamHack?
Dude, DreamHack Dallas, not that good.
Oh.
Maybe I went to the bad one. But I'll tell you guys about my experience later. But
Okay.
I usually vlog my experiences throughout conventions and like do some highlights on my YouTube channel on gaming. And yeah, I'm not as cool as these guys, but I try my best.
It's all good. And as of course, everyone who is watching and tuning in, thank you guys so much for being a part of this episode. If you're new here to the channel, go ahead and like, subscribe, share the podcast episode. And of course, the audio playback for this episode will be available on all audio hosting platforms. Just Google South Florida Gamers Podcast and you'll see us there. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get to our topics. And this one is very interesting. So I'm going to ask all of our returning guest here. How do y'all combat the negativity in online gaming? We'll start with Belladonna.
Honestly, I don't get as much of it because I don't get to game often. The most recent gaming I've gotten to do that would be multiplayer would be Marvel Rivals. I've done healer, DPS, and tank. I prefer doing Sharky for healer, but if we need to, Emma Frost became a main for my tank. Anytime someone wants to bitch about no heals, hey, I'm sorry we got dives on our ass, but if you want to come and check on your back line every once in a while, that'd be awesome. At least every 15 to 30 seconds would be nice. Otherwise, don't bitch about no heals when we spend more time coming back from spawn.
I sympathize with that as a healer myself.
Amanda.
So similar thing. I haven't been able to online game and everything as much. But if you ask me, there's a few options, right? One, if they're going to talk that shit, I'm going to talk that shit too. And I'm going to be just as toxic because that's how I am. So if you're going to start shit talking me, I'm going to be like, why are you so fucking ass?
Why pick the
Why?
high road? Go lower.
I'm a girl. I'm not good. Then why do I have more kills than you? Why am I doing better than you? I don't know. Maybe you're worse. And if not, I just don't talk to the chat. I just don't interact. They can talk all this shit they want. I'm in a chat with my friends, and I'm just talking to my friends. And then I'll talk shit to them. And that's a little different. That's fun banter.
Jasmine.
Am I allowed to say?
Yes.
You're allowed to say everything.
No.
frame on,
Honestly,
man.
I don't want to get canceled, so I'm just
Okay.
gonna keep it PG. I play online games frequently. I play League mostly,
Oh, Lord.
Oh, no.
Rainbow,
Oh,
Okay.
Lord.
We understand.
CS:GO.
Oh,
You know,
Lord.
the works. So
You're just Call of Duty.
yeah, I talk in Call of Duty. I'm fluent in Call of Duty. But for example, there'll be times like this happened mostly in like Overwatch for some reason, where I'll be on comms. I usually play like DPS, and they'll be like, "Oh, get back in the kitchen." I'm like, okay, go like change my tire or go die in war or something. I don't know why you. It's like I'm just playing video. You're playing video games. Like, go be a man. Like if you want to talk that shit, okay, I'll go in the kitchen. If you like, go to Afghanistan. I don't care. Like leave me alone. But yeah, that's how I come. I just like I match their energy, and usually it works out, or I just block them. But like that's rare.
Nah,
I like that.
I agree with that because it's like when people get toxic, like you gotta talk your shit or you just mute the entire chat. But bro, that is intense.
I'm nasty.
Yeah,
Like, it's so bad.
I'll also say my PlayStation is like it's set to like private, so people can't just send me random messages because playing Tekken, I will get hate messages if I leave that shit open. Jason, he gets hate messages and it's good just because he's playing Zafina and people hate him, and I also play Zafina, but then they'll see that I'm a girl in my tag. And I know that hate's going to be like 10 times more. So it's just private. So I don't get the DMs or anything.
I remember when I had my old username, Cocoville. Like, I used to get, like, a lot of messages like that. But now I have, like, a new username. It's kind of masculine, like E-Tyrant. Mm-hmm. So I don't get as many, like, people messaging me. But I understand what you're talking about. It's just like, okay.
It's
what do you
wild.
want from me?
All right, that's interesting. And what would you tell for other people, like when it comes to combating the online negativity? Like, what's the best advice that you would tell them? Like, either you're gonna talk your shit or suck it up, or find ways to double down on the energy that they're gonna send to you. Because whether you're playing, a game like Marvel Rivals, Overwatch 2, or even fighting games, you're always gonna get those people that are gonna just be negative towards you. They'll send you hate messages, and for me, I find it very entertaining when I troll them back, and then they end up blocking me. So it's just like I own you for that.
Yeah, I also just find it funny when they can't take it, when they can't take what they dish out. So I find it really funny when they just get that pissed that they have that much to say. It's just because I'm pissing them off that much. So I'll just do whatever I'm doing even more to piss them off. When I play Tekken, we occasionally have some players that can be toxic sometimes, so it's really funny. And they'll be like talking shit while we're playing. And I'll just keep hitting him with the same things, and he's not learning, and he'll just be really pissed about it. And I'm just trying really hard not to laugh. So sometimes I'll lose because I'm just trying really hard not to laugh in his face. I just find it funny. I don't take it too personal because I know the salt is the salt.
Yeah.
So.
And I also remember back in my early days of playing Marvel Rivals, I think this was before season 1 actually came out and whatnot, and I was just playing. I think I was playing Captain America a lot, and I was just doing a bunch of random shit. And the amount of messages that I got from people be like, hey, we need you to defend here or whatnot. And I'm busy in the back just trying to figure out how to play this character effectively. And it's just like, bro, like, give me a chance to, like, learn this character so that way I can, help out the team. They're like, no, we need you here. Like, bro, fuck off.
I mean, there's a reason we're doing quick play and not competitive. We're trying to learn the character, and you can only get so far on the training grounds.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Even with quick play, people are like so adamant on you need to do your job. Like, bro, we're not playing competitive. We're playing casual. Like, chill.
Yeah, relax. The game's supposed to be fun, guys.
Literally.
Yeah, I get that a lot when I play with my other friends, where they play Marvel Rivals way more than I do, and I just hop on just to hop on and join them, and they're like, "Yo, you're supposed to be doing X, Y, and Z," and I'm like, "Listen, this Captain America guy is cool. I don't know what's going on with him. I need some pointers." They're like, "Bro, just run in and then run out," and I'm like, "All right, cool." And they're like, "You're supposed to hit them," and I'm like, "I thought I was supposed to be just bait. Like, y'all need to specify these things."
Yeah, when the game first came out and I played Jeff, I didn't even know he was a healer. I just went around like attacking people and like doing his ult, and I was like, oh my god, it's so funny, so cute. And like that was it. And people are like, you need to heal. You need to heal.
Yeah, they don't tell you these little roles you're supposed to do, or these little
I was just trying to figure him out, bro. I just thought he was cute. That was it.
It's like there's a reason we're at bronze and in quick play, because we're trying to figure that shit out. If we're in silver and in comp, then sure, bitch at me, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
All right, our next topic, and this is going to be an interesting one because I would love to get all three of y'all's.
Me and
takes
Butters
on it.
are on the same page with this. I already know we are.
Oh Lord. Oh, Lord. What are y'all thoughts on fan service in gaming? Belladonna.
I mean, if it's meant to be a fan service game, go for it. But if your game is starting to die and you're losing your population, don't just throw a bunch of ass and tits with bad jiggle physics. Because you'll see for something like Summoner's War, it's a phone game. They started doing a lot of collabs with other companies for different skins and different ways of the characters emoting as they were dying. They weren't caring about fixing their competitive. They weren't caring about fixing like any of the issues as the characters are going at each other. They weren't caring about fixing even like this lag that we were getting if we were trying to do competitive or tournaments or anything else. And when it came to finding out that there was a cheating scandal in the Summoner Wars community, only Beat D didn't cheat. And he was so disappointed because think of like Seto Kaiba. He was the Seto Kaiba of that community.
Oh,
He
okay.
won so easily during that tournament and he looked bored. He was even more disappointed because y'all cheated to get here, to go against me. And I still won so easily. So things like that. If your game starts with it, sure. Add your fan service, have good physics, because if you're bouncing boobily and you're just walking, there's a little more of a problem. That's more of a distraction to me of I'm going to be commenting on that and how you're failing with your animation, with the movement styles, than focusing on the gameplay.
So it should be like a supplement instead of like a
Yeah.
priority. Okay, I get that.
And like I say, if it's a priority, keep it a priority. Just make it good.
Amanda.
I have a completely different take.
Lay it on us.
I mean, I do agree that, like, if the game is dying and everything, you should try to focus on whatever the problems are and actually work on fixing that and not just be like, we're going to throw things to buy. I also do hate when it's, like, forced that, like, you have to just buy things like gachas and everything like that. Like, you have to just constantly buy things. I think that's too much.
Don't call me out like that.
If it's optional, like, then sure. If it doesn't make that big of a difference, then sure. If you have the base ugliest fucking thing to wear and like the only option is to spend $30 on something, I'm like, okay, that's kind of stupid. That's too much, right?
Yeah.
But besides that, I'm all for the fan service. Listen, if people want to goon, let them goon. there's a community for it for a reason, and if it does make them extra money and people want to spend it, they're adults. If they want to spend their own money and do that, you know, they can do that. If the game's not focused on that, then yeah, the game should just be good and they should focus on whatever their game is. But if they want to just add it as like extras and people are willing to pay it and they want to pay it, I don't really see the harm in it. I like to goon. I'm bi. I like to see pretty girls and I like to see the pretty outfits. Now, do I wish there was more gooning for men too? Absolutely. Because there's not really as much fan service for the girls as much when it comes to guy characters. So I feel like they should balance that out a little. But I'm down to goon. I will always goon. I'll always spend a little bit of money if it's good enough.
The new Marvel Rivals skins were definitely more female gaze geared.
Yeah, that's a good example of them doing it right. They were even with it, right? They started with all the booty, they got attention, and everyone's like, yo. Then they did some swimsuits, and then they started doing a bunch of guys too, and we're like,
Girls are perverts too.
perfect, yeah, like perfect. Now you're balanced. I think they have the perfect example of balanced fan service.
I agree. The amount of chats that I would see in like the lobbies about the Daredevil fit. Yeah. They're going even on that.
Jasmine.
As a fellow goonet,
Yeah, let's go.
okay, but I'm on both sides of the spectrum. I'm like the like your love child. I'm in the middle, where like, for example, Tekken.
Yeah.
My favorite character, Steve Fox. He has like the perfect outfit. Is he naked? No. What do? I go in the customization. I put him in that little loincloth. But that doesn't take it away from the narrative. Is like what I'm trying to say is like when a game is just based off just like tits, ass, and cock. Like that just is like okay, that's a boring game.
Mm-hmm.
Not shitting on Nikkei.
It's fine.
Nikkei is a beautiful looking game, but when it takes away, like when the sex appeal takes away from the narrative game, it doesn't feel that interesting anymore. But when you have games like League or Tekken and stuff, like when they have a lot of characters and they look nice, and then when they make skins and it's like, oh my god, his ass is out. That's awesome. That's what I think.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
And that's coming from a pervert.
Right. Added to the supplement.
So I gotta
the
ask you, ladies,
experience.
would y'all be more acceptable if more skins for male characters like Belial from Grand Blue?
Yes.
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 Absolutely.
Oh,
He can get
that's
it.
too much clothes on.
Too much clothes on. It's just a little cloth.
Dude.
The Grand Blue community was popping off on that one when they first got announced.
As they should.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
Dude,
Like
that's
I feel like there should be more for both sides. Like if why cater? Of course you're gonna cater to the male audience, but there are also females that actually want fan service for male characters as well. So-
Listen, people don't realize how much women also goon. They
Yeah.
wanna they try to cover up women's sexuality a lot in media
Mm-hmm.
and act like we don't have urges, we don't have needs, we don't like that stuff. Like when you go to like I don't know if I can say this, but like
Go for
porn
it.
websites and stuff like that too. There's also a lot of women that look at stuff like that, and you'll talk to guys that are like, "No way, I didn't know girls looked at stuff like that." Like, no shit.
we become distraught
Like-
when we hear about that. Like
we
just get confused. Like
we also occasionally like looking into stuff like that. So we also like to goon. If someone looks really good, we're gonna be like, God damn. If I see like a hot guy, abs out or whatever on the beach or something, I'll be like, God damn. If I see a hot girl, she got hella titty, I'm gonna be like, God damn. Like, I feel like girls goon just as much, and they just don't really like show it, and they don't try to balance it. I think if they balance it, it would definitely be better for sure. But overall, if people want to spend their money on it and do it, then who cares?
yeah,
Let them do it.
yeah, because that's a
Clearly, it's working and it's getting
Yeah.
them extra money. And as a business myself, I can understand doing whatever helps them get more money, as long as they also care about the game, like you were saying, and like also try to fix the problems. Like if they don't have the money to fund the problems, so they make the goon skins to get the money, and then they fix the problems. That's how you should be going about it.
But if they don't fix the problems at all and they just keep the extra money,
Then yeah, that's like okay, what are you doing, bro? Our game is ass. All you did was add some jiggle. That's not gonna fix anything.
because there was one Wings of Discord. I don't know if it still exists, but it was absolutely a whale server. And as the population would die because people weren't buying as many of the skins, you got your power from the skins. You had to buy the monthly pack. You had to buy each of the new wings that
Hate
came
that.
out. Otherwise, you were back at the bottom, and they would merge servers. So the whales from those servers now overtook ours. And we would just keep losing unless we keep buying those new packs, pretty much.
Yeah,
So-
forcing people to buy packs and stuff is crazy. Kind of
So
like
you're-
with the stuff going on with CS right now, and how their marketing's crashing and dying, and everyone's depressed about it because they made their game really big and based on you can buy all these different weapons that do all these different things, and then other people can't, and they don't have that if they don't buy it. And then it became so big that it became a part of their market that them crashing is literally making people commit suicide right now. Like, it's insane.
Forcing them to obligation.
Yeah.
crazy times we're living in. But overall, when it comes to just fan service and gaming, because in games media, especially mainstream games media, they always want to downplay fan service, especially when it comes to attractive female characters. Because I've seen some games where some of the female characters are just like ugly as hell, just like why, like why? And of course, some people in the media would say like, it shouldn't matter if the character is not attractive or whatnot. I was just like, it kind of does to me because I want to, play as a very attractive character. Like if there's a RPG, most times I usually play as a female character because I like to see, the actual female body. What's wrong with that?
Right.
I Wouldn't you agree?
Butter,
Yeah, heck yeah.
we haven't heard enough from you on this one.
Exactly.
Actually, right? This is
Tell us
the
how you really
king
feel.
of goons. If you see this man's
Bro,
house
bro.
and his car and all of his stuff and his sticks
Damn,
when he plays games.
Oh, guys.
Okay, this is
hold
my
on, hold
first
on.
introduction to you, so go.
All right,
Same.
all right. So I'm very much of the. If we could get more goon, even better. I have arcade sticks and like peripherals for fighting games, and it's all just like goon stuff. And it's gotten to the point where like I love the characters as much that I go and compete for these things, and I have to look at the rules and like look at the rules and find out what's the line. Can I like have nudity on this or not? And half of the time I really can't. So I have to buy 2 versions of an art because I commission them. And I'm like, hey, I need the safe for work version and not safe for work. And I always like to tell this story to a lot of people too. Like as a gooner, like I like to go to cons and stuff like that. And you know, there's vendors that like you see their art and you're like, they probably do some not safe for work versions.
I know what you are.
You're like you look at it, you're like, yeah, this one's the one. And I know most.
what you are.
Yeah, I know what you are. The little
I
dog
just
man.
can't prove it.
That's me on Instagram. I'll look at the art and I'm like, you do porn, don't you?
Like the dollar signs looking at them, and they're like, you know what you could do. All roads lead to Rome, you know. So I very much, I'm a little more forward. So I'll definitely go to the artist. I'm like, do you have not safe for work variations? And they're like, oh yeah. And then some artists would be like, that's really forward, but I like that. I'm like, yeah, no, I know what I want. I want the goon.
God forbid.
Like, God forbid, I gotta be honest out here.
It's my God-given right to go.
God-given
The best
right to
part
goon.
is he's the biggest supporter of local artists goon-wise because he always gets local artists from whatever con, whatever CEO like thing. And I know all artists, they appreciate you.
Oh, I always
all
be
of that.
retweeting.
They know when you're coming.
Oh yeah, I'll be making tweets at the events and I'll tag them and I'll make sure to show it without like the actual art, but they have a folder that says like R plus 18. I'm like, hey guys, sauce is gonna be here. You're welcome.
Find the sauce here.
Sauce is right here, and it's great. You know, they help me, I help them. We all have a great time.
All right.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, next topic. What advice would you give to younger women who wants to get into gaming? Bella?
Honestly, just figure out what kind of games you like. I'm far more of a preference to hack and slash games, not so much. I'm not very good with shooters. I haven't practiced on that, so it also depends for me PC versus console. I'm a lot better on PC than I am on a console controller.
Okay.
It's easier for me, not sure how it translates, but I tried, for example, Rivals from one to the other, and I hated aiming with the controller. Oh my god. But I had PlayStation growing up all the time, so we did like God of War and everything. That's always been my preference for that. Or Hades was a nice similarity for me. But yeah, try out different types of games, different variations, find out which ones you like. You can always branch out too. Don't just get stuck in one kind.
Gotcha. You mentioned not Stellar Blade. I'm gonna.
No, he's thinking about the gooning again.
Going back to the goon.
You said you play hack and slash, correct?
Yeah.
Have you played Stellar Blade?
I have not, no. I have seen some of it, yeah.
You have a PlayStation 5, correct?
Yeah.
Does it have disc?
It does, yes.
I'm gonna let you borrow my copy of Stellar Blade. I want you to play it.
I also really want to play that game.
Yeah, I gotta get to
Fortunately,
the
I don't
goon
have
for
a
it.
disc one though.
Nah, because I would say that is a very visually appealing game.
Yeah.
And the combat and the story is very good. So
They
if you're
actually-
familiar with Near Automata, then
Yes, I played that one.
yeah.
They actually do the jiggles correct in that game.
Yeah, that was one of the things I liked from the advertisements. Like, oh, I'm not going to be distracted by complaining, oh, why are your pixelations outside of the lines?
Yeah.
Amanda.
I agree. There's a lot of different categories and things that women can get into and can play. It can be intimidating sometimes because of the way society makes it seem for like girls to get into gaming, or the way guys make it seem. Like they make it seem like girls they only play simulations like Animal Crossing and Stardew Valley or whatever. And some girls do, and some girls enjoy that, which is fine. but there's so many categories and different types of games for everybody. There's people who just want to play a truck simulator and drive a truck. You can do that. There's people that want to do fighting games or slashers, like you said, or horror or whatever. Like, I was talking to a girl recently who was like didn't want to play Mario Party with our group because she's never played games in her life and she thinks she's too bad and she's gonna look really bad and she's gonna be really bad, so she just refused to play. And I was trying to convince her, like, it's an easy game to pick up and nobody's gonna like make fun of you or say anything for you not being good at the game, you know? Like there's easy games to start if you haven't played games, you don't understand how it works. Mario Party is like a good example. You press a button, you go through the dice, and then whatever mini games come up, it kind of shows you how to play, and it's not too difficult to play, since it's also targeted towards children.
Always pay attention to your tutorials.
Yeah, just look at the tutorials and just practice and get into it. There's a lot of easy games that can start. There's story-based games where you're just going through text and choices and stuff like that. So I think there's a lot of options for people to get into, like just so many over the years. And yeah, you can do PC, you can do a Switch, you can do a console. I grew up personally on like a bunch of consoles, so I hate PC, and I'll play on a PC, but I'll use my controller. And that's just because I grew up on all of that. Or I prefer handhelds, so if I had a Switch or something, or if I had the one for Steam, the Steam Deck, then I would just be playing on there, and you could just take it anywhere. And yeah, I think it's easy to pick up. I think more girls should get into it in general, because we would have some good opinions. You know, there's some amazing girl artists and amazing girl like creators out there that could help and put more into the world than just the goon material that the guys and stuff are doing.
Plus, if they enjoy games and don't want to actually game, they can always look at Let's Plays. So
yeah, like
that's a nice
I grew up on a
variation.
lot of Let's Plays because after a while I didn't have any more consoles because they're all my brothers and I was like super poor, so I would just watch like Let's Plays after Let's Plays. And it's a good way to get into it and see what games you like, pretty much.
Okay. Jasmine.
I personally think that like don't let people tell you like what to do or like how to play games or be a certain way. Games definitely shaped my personality. I was grateful to have like my uncle show me video games at a very young age. So I started on like, remember when games used to come in a box, like PC games?
Yeah.
I got League in a box.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
The CD-ROM.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
So I've been playing for so long. So I played like League, StarCraft, Dota,
Yeah.
stuff like that, CS:GO, Rainbow, and like even like games that are not on PC, like No More Heroes,
Oh, I love that. Great series.
Lollipop Chainsaw.
Yeah.
So like my whole persona is based off those games, and playing those type of games really showed me like don't take shit from people, and just like be who you are and like enjoy things without like I'm like rambling, but like gaming should be fun and not something you have to prove. If
Right.
that makes sense.
It
No, no.
shouldn't be
Right.
performative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people should like take a page from that book. Personally.
I like that message. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gaming is really important because it's a self-reflection of who you are at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't like subtract yourself from that. That's an experience you own.
So like if people are like raging at you, and like they'll be like, "Oh, what are you doing? Heal me." Just think like he's just a fat loser. Like, that's what I think. Like if someone's raging at me in a game, I'm like, "You're probably so fat and you live with your mom." Whatever.
Damn.
I'm not gonna heal you anymore. Fuck you.
You just don't have a life, and you'd be no one I want to associate with anyway if you're just being a dickhead like that.
Yeah.
Like,
I
Yeah.
can admit, I can be a dick sometimes. But if you're playing a competitive game, like there's difference between quick play and ranked. I usually play ranked a lot because I'm a little sweaty guy like that.
Mhm.
So when I
Word,
play
word.
a ranked game, and someone's like, "Oh, I don't know how to play against this character," why are you in the ranked right now? why are you playing the game, like the competitive game, if you don't know how this character works? You should learn what the character does before going because you can avoid that complication altogether.
Plus,
Yeah.
if the character you wanted's taken, you can at least go in a chat. Hey, this is the only one I know how to do. If y'all can swap, that would
Yeah.
be great. And then at least your team knows what to expect.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a line of communication that's not expressed enough out there for the competitive space.
Yeah.
I agree.
I will also say, like, besides women in general, just people in general and older people, I think more people should get into gaming, period, right? Because the older generations had this idea that gaming was just a waste of time and it's for nothing and it does nothing and stuff like that. But, like, growing up, my parents, who are much older, they didn't get into gaming or anything like that. They didn't understand it. But when the Wii came out, our whole family used to play, and we would be active by playing Wii tennis or whatever thing or whatever. And it was such a like small moment with our family where we were connecting really well, and we were all entertained for like long periods of time. And I don't think it was distracting. I think it was a good way for people to connect, and it was a good way for people to relieve stress and stuff too. Like my dad likes playing the war games and shooting people and like doing that, and even he would talk his shit online for like Black Ops or something. So I feel like everyone should try to open up to it a bit, because there's a lot of different games that can help you relax. There's a lot of different ways that can help you find excitement and like have a fun time. And there's games that help you learn too. There's games that are interactive and help you learn and like you use your brain to do. There's puzzle games. So I think everyone should try to get into it and try to find things that they're into, because gaming has become such a big thing and it's slowly becoming more and more popular, and people should be able to experience it, you know.
Okay. Well said. Well said.
Well said. Yeah.
Last topic, and that is, what games are y'all looking forward to in late 2025 and going into 2026? I'm going to start with Jasmine this time.
Okay, so recently, I've always been aware of like fighting games, like
Okay.
in general. So like Grand Blue, Guilty Gear, Virtual Fighter, etc. So recently, I started playing Tekken. Oh my god, it's so fun!
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. One of us.
Embarrassing. At MaraiCon, I sprained my wrist.
You sprained your wrist.
Yes, I was using my fight stick, and I was playing Steve Fox, and my boyfriend was playing Kazuya. And I hate when he plays Kazuya. It like I get so hot, even thinking about it. And like he's good, so I'm like doing my thing, and I'm like, wow, my wrist hurts. And then we get back to the hotel room. Wow, my wrist really hurts.
Oh no.
So we concluded that I sprained my wrist. But anyway, I'm excited for Invincible versus.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, that. Yeah, I'm excited for that one.
I want to play Cecil. I love Cecil. He's so handsome. Sorry.
No, yeah. We need some old goon stuff.
Dude,
if it's
don't even
out there.
talk to me about old men. Don't even talk to me about old men. Do you guys are aware of... I love League of Legends. Do you guys know League? Do
A little bit.
A little bit. I'm
you know Swain?
No.
me. No.
Please look him up.
Is it something we
Swain,
need
pull
to
up
look up?
Swain. We need to-
I have a Swain tattoo. That's all I'm so sorry. The men. The
You
old
see
The
men.
old man is getting you
I'm so
active right
sorry.
now.
I'm putting this down.
Swain League. All right. Okay.
I'm so in love with
Little like how would you say, like a
handsome.
Oh, yeah.
handsome,
Handsome.
vampire-ish looking guy?
He's like
mean,
like he
especially
looks
like-
so proper, and like he's a
Is this like a special demon form or something?
yeah, that is his chosen the wolfskin. It was for the Arcane series.
Special goon
Chat, look up
edition?
that skin specifically.
I actually don't like that skin. My favorite skin is Northern Front Swain.
Northern Front. Okay.
And he's like this evil dictator, and he's so handsome.
Oh, this one. It's giving Dragonoff.
Yeah. Yes.
It is.
That's my
giving
favorite.
Dragonoff.
I
Yeah.
love
Yeah.
Dragunov.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
there you
I
go.
love Heihachi.
Hey Hachi. I
Heihachi's
gotta. I'll
handsome.
dab you up for that one.
Thank
I'll
you.
dab
Thank
you
you.
up
Thank
for that
you.
one.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But yeah, so getting into fighting games and seeing like how Invincible Versus plays, it looks cool. I actually don't like 2XKO.
I don't.
Pain. No. How can you say that?
Okay, because I'm a little dirty loser, and it feels like that game is forcing you to use like the keyboard or controller, and I don't want to remap my fight stick every time I want to play it. I want to play only on fight stick because I'm a little loser like that. And I just don't like how it plays, to be honest. It kind of plays like King of Fighters, but like worse. Sorry.
My heart.
And like, hot take: how are you gonna have this game in development for 10 years, and then only release 11 characters in the whole
I
roster?
do think
of
that's
League
kind of
Legends?
wild. Yeah.
Like there's like 120 plus characters in League of Legends. It just feels more like an arcane fighting game than a League of Legends fighting game.
You know, I feel
Yeah, I
like
can see
that's
that.
definitely the angle they pushed at, because we had the Arcane series finish. Then they announced the fighting game, which was in development, as you said, for a long ass time.
Yeah.
And then they released this game along with that new card game that they have,
Runeterra?
Riftbound, the new
Riftbound.
physical one. So I definitely feel like they were like, hey, yeah, let's just like put both of these out at the same time. I felt like they were definitely supposed to keep 2XKO in the oven a little longer.
It just feels like, okay, when I saw how Riftbound plays, I'm like, I thought they were gonna play it like Legends and Runeterra, because I play that game a lot too.
yeah, it's
like
the
Hearthstone.
online version
Hearthstone?
of it, yeah.
And so I was like, oh my god, it's just gonna be like Runeterra. No, it's like a. Have you guys played the Guilty Gear card game?
Actually, yeah, I
It-
did.
it
The 99
reminds-
level
Yes,
development
it
one.
reminds me of that game.
Oh, so you
it.
take like turns and then you have to like rock, paper, scissors with your cards? Okay.
I think so. It's kind of stupid.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah.
Amanda.
So I actually am excited about 2XKO.
Sorry.
Just to let everybody know.
The second that game came out, I commentated for an event that was doing a tournament with all the other venues and doing the beta online. And they asked me to commentate. They needed a last minute commentator. So I was like, sure, I know nothing about the game. I haven't looked up trailers. I haven't looked up anything. My partner did, but I didn't know anything about it. So I was learning on the spot. And I was there for 3 hours commentating. So on the spot, I was like, wait, I think this is like a meter. Wait, I think this is like that. Or I think this character does that. Oh my God, that's so cool. I didn't even know they could do that or whatever. And I was like figuring it out on the spot. But as I watched it, I was like, this game looks pretty fun. This game looks pretty fun. I don't know. Like, I haven't really gotten deep into any other fighters but Tekken since I became kind of good at fighters, because I didn't even know how to do combos and stuff before Tekken. Now I understand games and frames and combos and stuff like that. So after getting into that, there wasn't many games that like kept my interest. But 2XK, I was like, the style's really fun. I like it better than games like Guilty Gear that I tried. Guilty Gear felt too fast, and it was like kind of annoying for me. This one feels a little better on the speed. I swear I'm gonna sneeze. It keeps coming up, and it's like, it won't actually sneeze, and it's triggering me while I talk. But anyway, so yeah, I just thought the game was super fun. So now that they have the other part released, my partner has it. We literally did a makeshift tournament that we did when we were doing Street Fighter and Tekken on one laptop for people to all play and try it, and we had at least like 10 people doing it. And it was super fun, and I played online with him for like a little while. What I do like as a mechanic, I think it's cool that you can do the tag team, but you can actually play with your partner where one's one of the characters and you're the other character. I think that's kind of interesting. I don't think at least I don't know any games that have done that. Because usually it's like, oh, you have your team, the other person has their team, and you're going to fight. Not you can be together on a team and then fight other teams. So I thought all of that was really cool. And the design and everything is cool. I am not going to lie, I thought the same thing when the game came out. I thought it was kind of just an Arcane fighting game. I didn't know it was in development that long. So I was like, yeah, with Arcane coming out, they decided to do an Arcane specific fighting game. Besides that, I haven't been looking into the games coming out recently too much, but GTA, which we'll see if it ever actually releases in our lifetime, if that does come out, it'll be really sick. I'll be really excited to drive around Miami and go to Flanagan's and do all of that. I want to go to like areas where like old jobs were and just like crash my car into them. So I'm excited to see how that goes with how realistic they decide to make it. And then besides that, it's not a new release, but it did just come out, the Final Fantasy Tactics Remake. I've been playing that like crazy. It was one of my favorite games growing up. Final Fantasy wise, 9 is my all-time favorite, then it's Tactics, then it's 7, and then Crystal Chronicles and some other ones. But like Tactics was one I was never able to beat as a kid, and now I'm finally in it and I'm older and I'm like, I'm beating this shit. And it's still hard as hell. They still make it hard as hell. But you have options to like lower the difficulty, and I refuse. So I was doing the hardest difficulty, but that was insane. You just like even just trying to like level up characters and everything, it was ridiculously hard for no reason at like level 2. So I was like, okay, I'll do the middle level. That's how the game was supposed to be played anyway. And it's been better. But it's still pretty difficult. But I refuse to go any lower than that. I'm not going to go on easy. I ain't a bitch like that. But I am really happy with that game. And I think they did a really good job. I wasn't sure how I felt about the voice acting at first, but I ended up really liking it later. It goes well with the story. And yeah, I think it's been great.
Okay. Belladonna?
I'm bringing in obviously the obscure ones compared to the rest of y'all.
That's all good.
Lay it on us. We need all ranges.
Y'all know about Let It Die?
Oh,
Stop, I'm gonna throw up. Oh my god.
They got the second one announced, right?
Coming out in 2026, yes.
Oh, yeah.
I'm such an annoying freak on my stories. And
No
like,
one's fucking talking about it though.
Dude, oh my god.
I played the hell
I
out of the
played
first
this
one.
for like a while on the PlayStation when they had it, and it was like
We got to the end of it.
I
the
never got
original.
that far. Like it was kind of
the
hard.
end of the Tower of Barbs. We saw that final boss. Everything else. They lead into it perfectly for Let It Die 2.
Mm-hmm.
We get to get out of the Tower of Barbs
Oh,
and see what the world has become.
That's so
We're
cool.
shot out of the Tower of Barbs. It's a fucking rifle. We're shot out of the Tower of Barbs into the planet and the hellscape it turned into. If y'all thought the monsters in Let It Die were bad, look up Let It Die's 2 trailer. Like, holy shit, the morphs you've got, and it looks, now, not obviously for sure, but it looks like it's going to be a bit more shooter and gun preferential because of, in Let It Die, you could only get so far if you were trying to do melee weapons. You
Right, yeah.
had to switch to their guns and their launchers instead if you wanted to get to a certain point.
yeah,
which
like
did make it less fun, unfortunately.
like the melee weapons.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
my preference. So we saw at least like
Okay.
one or two of the gun types that they are having, and they have the launcher in Let It Die 2. But there was a lot more melee being shown for the advertisement than what I got to see in the original. So
Okay.
I'm fucking stoked for that one.
I completely forgot about that game. I played it online with friends for a while, but it was so fun. Apparently, it was in 2016, so it's like 10 years later
it is a
that
lot.
they're
Yeah,
making another one. But the
They've
death
had
character was great.
podcasts
It
with
was
Uncle
funny.
Death talking about it since.
That's
Like,
amazing.
They have a YouTube podcast for that that they've been going on and giving their updates every like few weeks to at least once a month. They give their updates, and their soundtrack is fucking amazing. A little bit annoying to find on YouTube, but it's
Is it Let It Die Inferno?
yeah.
Yes, I feel
Okay,
like
yeah, I've seen it.
so the studio that makes this Grasshopper Manufacture. They make every game. Lollipop Chainsaw. Oh my god, I just said it. No More Heroes.
No More Heroes.
Okay.
Shadow of the Damned. Yeah.
Same studio is making Romeo's a Dead Man. Oh my god, it looks so awesome. That's another game I'm excited for too. But I feel like every time that studio makes a game, it's always peak. It's always good. It's so good. It's like the video game equivalent of Studio Trigger.
I get what you mean. There's a lot of
Where
like,
it's like it's always goofy, but like it's so awesome.
yeah, I get what you mean. There's like Studio Trigger has like this goofy animation, but there's a lot of like underlying messages that like contrast the jokeful like animation, but with the serious messages or tones that hide under it. So Grasshopper kind of does the same thing, where like it's a lot of like goofy random stuff, especially No More Heroes and Lollipop Chainsaw. But then you got like the little like nice appropriate like serious messages underlying between it.
Oh, yeah.
So I get what you mean by that.
We love that. It's just Deadpool style humor. Just I'm gonna fuck around, I'm gonna be crazy and do things so out of pocket that people find really amusing and great, but then it's depressing as fuck story wise.
Yeah, because as you saw, like the comics in the original one for Let It Die, I'm hoping they bring that back for their bosses in the next one, because getting to see how they became the bosses after that world-breaking event is amazing. I don't see a lot of really animated games putting in that much work to their backstory. Sometimes it's more heavy-handed of, oh yeah, here's why he's this evil fucking prick.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah, like a 20-second clip of here it is.
Yeah. And you had to find those. Those were your Easter eggs, not a just handed to you thing. You had to explore every single floor. Like, that was way more fun after we got through and had to replay levels. Besides just grinding for weapons, now you get story too.
Yeah, it's like a reward in of itself for the loop.
It's like a reward.
It's like a reward.
There's not a lot of visually appealing games like that anymore. Like usually it's just like, ooh, open world, here's some style like, oh, nice trees and sexy characters.
Hot take, I fucking hate open world. I'm so sick of them.
I guess you. Sometimes it's too big. I'm like, guys.
I found out recently that I have ADHD and it makes a lot of sense. So I get bored so quickly. Like Zelda's one of my all-time favorite series of all time. I have a Zelda tattoo on me. And I grew up playing those games and they were really good. Like it wasn't too open. You could focus on the main story, you could do some side things. And slowly they made it so big, like with Breath of the Wild, I couldn't play past 15 minutes of it. I just immediately got bored because I forget about what's going on in the story because the world and everything's so big. I get distracted by some other thing or some other side mission or cooking or some other thing, and then you just forget about the story constantly. And so they're literally purposely filling the game with so much filler and stuff so that you want to play it and use it like forever.
Yeah, the playback value.
But then you also like you're forgetting about the story and everything. So I would constantly be forgetting about what's going on in the story with a lot of open world games. Cyberpunk, I was so excited to play that. It looked really great, but it was so open world and there was so much random side stuff going on that I just got caught up in that I just completely forgot what was going on in the main story and I just never found it, and then I got bored and didn't touch the game again. And
Give it a chance.
I know it's so good. I've seen like the clips and stuff. I know the story is really
It's
good,
so
but it gets
flippin' good.
so distracting, and I feel like every game is trying to do that. Like ever since they saw how big GTA and Bully and games like that were, and it's become too much. Like I like games that have a good balance of replayability and mini games and stuff that you can do and collectibles and stuff you can do if you want to, but then also still have an amazing story and still be interactive in the story and still getting you interested. Like there's a lot of games that can have great story that just keep you connected and keep you engaged the whole time, and there isn't as much of that because people are like, we're just gonna do a giant open world thing and you could just fuck around forever. And that can be fun sometimes, but
On the opposite side of that, you have games like In Sound Mind. Amazing storyline going through the entire thing. Living Tombstone did the music for it.
I love Living
But
Tombstone.
no replay value. There's no reason to go back. You get everything in that first run. And there's no more Easter eggs. There's nothing else to figure out. No open world. It's a straight shot.
I like games that have like a good mixture of having the replayability and everything too. I don't mind games that just finish depending on the price of the game because sometimes it's nice to just complete a game and be done with the game without needing to do a bunch of side things to 100% it. So sometimes that's nice. But I do think replayability is important, and there's different ways you can do it while still having a very story-based game. Disgaea is one of my favorite RPG series out there.
I remember this
It
guy.
has great replayability because they're smart about how they do it, right? In the game, you can play the main story, you can see everything that's going on. You can also just grind and you can just play a bunch of levels and do item world and stuff to just do that constantly before you beat the game. And there's a bunch of different things and interactive stuff you can do. When you go to like the courthouse, you can have different storylines and things that happen with side characters that only happen after certain days or after you collect a certain amount of mana and stuff that you need to do it. So there's little things you can do on the side, but you can focus on the main story, and the main story is really good. Now, when you beat the game, they have Game Plus. But when you do Game Plus, they add new things to make it more interesting.
Okay.
So for Game Plus, like, you can continue the story. Sometimes you can find a little alternative ending thing, or there's more cases in the court hearings where, like, there's more side stories and stuff that you can only do in Game Plus, and more interactive stuff that only come in Game Plus. And I feel like that kind of game is a perfect game where it has replayability. There's a lot of things you can do in between too, and the stories are always really good and get you entertained the whole time.
Yeah, it's like what they did with Slime Rancher.
Yeah, I've heard about that game.
Yeah, their second one came out, I think, to full capacity most recently. They finally did that next update. Finally.
And yeah, nowadays updates are like a huge thing, and you can get updates. So a lot of these games you could have where it has a great story and has stuff going on without being too open world and annoying where there's like nothing else. And then you can just update the game and be like, now we have an update where we have this extra chapter or this extra thing that people can do so that they want to get back into it. You know, GTA did that constantly when they had new patches and they had the new heists and they had the casino and like new stuff to do to get people interested. And I feel like those are good options now too.
I like that because I feel similar to, I don't like open worlds too much, but I like when they're a little bit more compartmentalized, like little hubs.
Condensed.
Yeah, condensed.
Yeah.
I think a good example of that was Dishonored, where like you had like mini maps that like you could go around, and the story was a little light, but there was a lot more narrative within the world and not with characters. And the replayability is different, how you do like these missions in different ways. And I think I like that because it wasn't like too open world, but it was a hub, and you could like go around and you could go do different things within that little level. And I think that's like a good middle ground for me. And that's why I like Dishonored so much. And then I think Expedition 33 is another way of how they handled it being open world, but not too in a way of getting in the way. Because throughout the game, you're in the open world, but it's closed off for a lot of the section of the story. And then you get to the third act, which is basically like the conclusion arc. And then it opens up for you, and then you're like, yeah, you could also finish the story right now if you want to. But we have this here if you want to. And then if you wanted to do the story, you finish it, and then you could go to the open world stuff if you wanted to. Otherwise, you got the story that you wanted. So I like when there's the developers take consideration of it's open world, but we're kind of giving you little pockets of it in the beginning and then giving it to you later, or giving you little levels or hubs for it.
Yeah, I agree. With Expedition 33, games like that, the best example is Final Fantasy. Like I grew up on a lot of the Final Fantasy games and really, really love them. And you have games like 9, for example. It's still open world, but the map isn't too insane. And you can grind and you can go around the map and do all your stuff, and you can focus on the main story, and it was great. Now, with, for example, the Final Fantasy VII Remake, I couldn't even continue that game because the world felt so massive. I kept getting lost and couldn't figure out where to go. But, like, if you play normal 7, it's pretty straightforward. They kind of show you where to go. The map isn't too massive, so you can find out where to go. You can continue the story. But with 7 in the remake, I, like, kept getting lost, wouldn't be able to figure out where to go, and then I was forgetting about the story, and I was like, and I just got bored. And I feel like if they did a good mix of that, like with the game you're saying and everything, if you had those hubs and you could still do that and have space to grind and do side little mini games and side stuff, it would be better. But you still have an area where you can focus on the main story, and it's not annoying or a chore to get to, and it's not easy to get lost and get distracted. You should have the choice to do the side things. They should still make whatever their story, whatever their narrative is, the main plot, and they should still make it easy to get to and access without 50,000 side things to do.
Right. Yeah.
I think
So, yeah.
you should give Cyberpunk another chance.
I will.
I'm gonna back her up on that.
I will because I know it's so good and the
It
story is so
Genuine,
good.
I'm on my 3rd playthrough, full playthrough.
Damn.
I did Street Kid first, Nomad, and now I'm doing Corpo. And like, there's the amount of like things that like dialogues you do. Like, there's everything you do is for a reason. Everything. If you don't save a certain guy in the beginning of the game, you can't go through a certain mission later in the game.
They
That's
actually have
how like
consequences.
there, yes,
is
there's
great.
so many consequences that you do, and then like if you do like certain builds, and if you do like pick up this certain weapon, if you kill this certain guy, you think he's like a regular guy? No, he's actually some politician by accident. My bad. Oh, you told my husband that we're spying on him this whole time? Fuck you. This is the worst day of your life now on. Kill yourself. No. But I think Cyberpunk is one of the like funnest games because I so replayable. And personally, I don't think the map is that big. You know, it's a big map. Assassin's Creed Origins. Oh my god,
Bruh.
I wanted to throw up. I hate. And I'm like an Assassin's Creed apologist. I love that series so much. Like, mentally ill about it. But when I started playing that like specific game, I'm like, this map is huge. What? I had to be level 32 to continue the game? Are you kidding me? That is stupid. I hated that. But with Cyberpunk, it had a huge map, and you can like not.
The level lock.
I just
Dude.
remembered something.
Yeah, you
The
didn't have to
level
do
lock.
like it wasn't level locked. It was like you could try. You might die. You might not die. Here's a cool weapon. Congratulations. But yeah, I think you should give Cyberpunk a chance because it's genuinely one of the funnest games I played in a long time.
I will for sure. On that note, I just remembered something important. Monster Hunter
Oh,
is a good example of like the world is really big and there's a lot of things you can do, but for people that get distracted like me, they have a trail and they tell you like where to go exactly so that you can continue the main story. That was perfect for me. Someone like me that gets distracted easily and does like a bunch of other side things, it gives you the trail. You can follow the trail if you want and you can continue the main story. And that helped me. And that kept me interested in the game without getting super bored of like whatever side things that you could do and mess around and do. And I feel like that's a good little feature that people could put.
Like Diablo and God of War both had that for their more recent games.
Nice.
They had that Ghosts of Yote with the wind.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. They have like a little wind because they take away a lot of the HUD. But when you want to know where your story missions are, you hit like the little button on your controller, and then the winds push you in a certain direction.
Yeah,
Cool.
that's
Yeah.
great. Like
Yeah.
they should have it as an option where you could just toggle it on and off for people that like just want to experience it and figure it out, or people that like need it like me and get distracted.
I feel like it
I just
also
get distracted.
depends, like, what is your intention on playing the game?
Yeah.
Like, for me, when I play a video game, I want to know everything about it.
Right.
Everything. I want to know the lore. I want to know their children's lore. I want to know everything about it. So when I play, like, Cyberpunk, every little data shard I get, I read it. I don't care. I don't care if it takes me, like, 10 minutes to read it.
Yeah, I'm a completionist. too on my
Exactly.
shit.
So I feel like that's, like, unless you're playing for a completionist, like, that mindset, unless you're, like, hyper fixated on the game, like, I get it. Whereas, like, that's too overwhelming. Like, I get it. Like, sometimes, like, that's why I dropped Origins. I'm like, and that's, like, coming from me.
Oh, Origins was too much for me.
Too much. But,
For me, I feel like I like to experience the whole story and what the main narrative's supposed to be on the game. And then if I like that and I'm enjoying the game and it was really good and I was like, oh, the story was really interesting, I wonder why this is this. If it makes me already raise questions and like it, then I'll want to 100% it. And I'll want to like dig deeper into the world and I'll want to find whatever side things I can find and get more into it. But I have to have that like initial, I've gone through some of the story, I'm already really into it and into the narrative for me to want to go back and like do all of that. Because then when I do it at the start, it feels like a chore and I'm like doing a bunch of mini quests and stuff. Like I did that for Fire Emblem 3 Houses. I played it for the first time and I was like, oh, I really want 100% this game. So I did all of the side stuff and all of the grinding and built up everything. But then I wasn't really focused on the story and was forgetting about what happened and it just felt like a chore. It felt like a chore I had to do for like an hour and a half until I could do my main mission and get back to the game because I was doing so much side stuff. And I don't want it to feel like a chore. I want it to feel fun, like I want to do that and want to achieve it for whatever reason.
It's
I
a
feel
game,
like
not an obligation.
yeah, I feel like the rewards should be interesting and worth it. And I feel like if there is things you can pick up to find more lore, that's one of the things that makes it more interesting. Like with Dark Souls, you can miss so many items and stuff, but there's so many items that you pick up that explain more of what's going on in the world and more of what's happening and what has happened. So, like things like that. Like I feel like there's got to be an in between of like the rewards being worth it and me being interested in, and not just being like, no, you could just collect 50 herbs just to get like this trophy. But like, and that's it. I want it to be more like, no, if you collect each of these herbs after the third one every time, you'll find out a secret, and then at the end it'll give you something a little more rewarding than just like an achievement or something.
Okay. Ooh. All right. Since we're coming up on time, closing of remarks. Anything you guys want to say before we close on and out? Before we close out, out. Like, you know, plug your plug your social medias, whatever. So I'll start with Bella.
So I am on Instagram, Infernal Ethereal Lupine. You guys can find me pretty easy on the stories tag for these guys. I've been with them before once, long fucking time ago. How long
I know,
was that?
almost 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we were on the other side of the arcade.
So yeah, you'll see me at quite a few of the Florida events. I'll be at MegaCon next year. I'll be at Hallmat actually this December. I'm in the Arts Alley.
Ooh, Hallmat.
As well as All Stars Miami for tattoo shows, Villain Arts, and then I'll be at ONC in Tampa. So you'll see me at quite a bit. And if you're in Ohio, I'll be at GalaxyCon Columbus.
All right.
Nice.
Amanda.
So again, I'm Amanda with the Heart Container Cafe. You can follow me on Instagram, is where I do the most stuff, and then Heart Con Cafe on Twitter, which is, I'm not gonna say X, it's still Twitter, which is where I do my FGC stuff specifically. I've also been on this podcast. It was about 3 years ago at this point when I was just starting off my concept for the Heart Container, which was just a gaming cafe that did events and tournaments and things like that. And it's grown, and I've grown so much since then. Now I do esports for Tekken and a bunch of other games, but I'm mainly like the head of Tekken in South Florida. I do my own anime raves and like big events now with like different venues. And I also continue to game with people. I continue doing my catering, my gaming food, all of that. So if you guys follow the Instagram at the Heart Container Cafe, you'll see how much I've grown and changed. You'll see that I wear a lot of different hats and I do a lot of different things. And I have partners and people that help me more now, and you'll see them involved. And I'm happy to be here again and see how much I've grown and changed through all of that time. And the message I would give everyone is we need to all game more, experience it, try more games. There's so many options for everybody, and we could all goon a little more too.
Yeah.
Preach.
Jasmine.
I'm Jasmine. I also go by Coco or E-Tyrant. I have a lot of names. I'm a YouTuber, so I usually do like vlog my experiences at these conventions. Like right now I'm working on a MaraiCon vlog, so expect that soon. 'Cause I'm almost done with it. Oh my god, editing's so hard. It's like
real.
so like mind numbing. I'm also a professional cosplayer, so you'll see me guesting at like some conventions around the country here and there. My next event is also Hallmat, so I'm excited for that. A lot of meetups, a lot of meeting people. Super hyped for that. And yeah, you'll see me mostly on Twitch now, streaming like my process of like working on stuff or raging at League. Yeah. I was also a guest like what? 3
Years ago.
So we're all like little veterans here. So
Oh yeah.
that's awesome.
Everyone-
Veteran episode.
Veteran
Yeah.
The
episode.
veterans.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm so grateful.
Everyone
for
has
that.
grown here.
I love it. I'm really happy. I'm happy for you guys. Like, I remember when this was like just an idea, and now it's like, when I came today, I went to the old location. I'm like, oh, I'm here for
Oh,
the
yeah.
podcast. They're like, oh, they're at the hobby spot. I'm like, the what?
No, yeah, I remember it was just like the table in the little back area.
It was so.
Yeah, you guys
honestly-
just had a big table in the middle. We were just all like at a table. Now we're
Yeah.
in like a recording
room.
studio.
Yeah.
Room.
With
Yeah.
sound canceling and everything.
Wow. Nothing but up. So I'm excited to see what more is to come.
All right, Butters.
What was the question again?
Closing remarks, my guy.
Yeah,
are you?
Goon more. My name is Butters. Butter Punch. You can find me on Twitter as Butter Punch and or YouTube. I do like writing reviews on peripherals, so like arcade sticks and hitboxes for fighting game stuff. So if you are looking for that, check me out on there. And yeah, just goon more. You know, find your local artists, find your find your anime conventions, and low key, I have a friend who went to a fantasy romance con.
Was it the
So-
Orlando one?
That sounds
Yes, there was so
yes,
much.
I heard nothing but good about that one. I'm looking into doing it next year.
It's like book talk.
That sounds so
It's like book talk. So like I thought
It's
anime
where the book
fans.
talkers, no, it's where the book talkers went, and they had so much fun. The vendors were doing chainmail classes after closing on the Friday.
Wait, is this not to
That's
put
awesome.
people under the bus? But is this the same event where people were canceling them for touching people? Like the
No.
bar,
No.
like the
No, no,
waiters.
No,
Because there's like waiters like naked, not naked, but
Yeah.
not fully naked, but they're like molesting these poor waiters, and it was like all over. Okay, it's not the same.
No,
Not
it's
one.
not.
That's
There are a
that's
couple of different romantic.
Okay. But
romantic
you guys are freaky. I
things
thought
that
I
are
was
worse.
freaky. I have a
Like the one
coworker.
that canceled for the fucking gala. Oh my god.
No, yeah. So these romanticy cons, I thought anime cons had like gooners.
Ooh,
Nah, go to romanticy cons. They are the biggest gooners. I'm gonna dab y'all up for that one.
okay, you go.
I'm absolutely.
You wear a body cam and let me know how that.
I got you. I'll wear a body chainmail like suit.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know? I'll make it work.
Yeah, you guys scare me.
Speaking of events, I forgot to mention, I may go to Hallmat again, but I will for sure be at the next CEO again. So you guys will see me there. I always do some kind of side Tekken tournament.
Okay.
So peep the game on that.
Okay. And as for me, ladies, thank you again for being a part of this episode. I'm glad to have y'all all back. And of course, glad to see all of y'all have grown over the past few years as I've been keeping in touch with everyone. I know I haven't seen you in almost a year. So, yeah, I'm happy to see you again. I saw you at Mirai Con, and usually, man, it's
CEO or something.
yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah. But glad to see everybody, and of course, you know, when we first started the podcast, we were in the arcade side, and we worked with what we got, and now everyone gets to see like over the years of progression and just, you know, making things work. This is the result of it, and I'm glad to, you know, share that experience with y'all.
I'm so proud.
I'm
of you
proud of
guys.
everybody, honestly.
Yeah.
Everybody's grown. Everybody came back. Everybody came through. I'm sure everybody's done so many things from the last time 3 years ago or 2 years ago.
Yeah.
It's crazy how much things change within a few
couple of years, yeah.
Speaking of, my birthday is November 10th. I'm about to be 25, and when I first came here, I was literally like 21, 22. So crazy
Yeah.
how like your whole life changes in like a little bit of time.
Other than the guys, y'all are both younger than me. I'm 27.
I always thought Belladonna was like, you know, around my age. I was like, no, she's younger. I was like, good lord.
I like trolling people. They'll be like, "How old are you?" I'm like, "I'm 40," and they believe it. And I'm like, "Oh, okay."
They're like, okay.
Damn.
Alrighty, y'all. This has been episode 156 of the South Florida Gamers Podcast. We are signing off.
The alt girl
Peace.
gamers podcast.